Alright guys, so I am back and I wanted to go ahead and give y'all what I promised. Being obedient to spirit. So I did type out a few prayers that I wanted to share with you all before I go in. And my prayer starts off, it says, in the presence of divine ancestors, guiding spirits, angels of light, Holy Spirit, Mother and Father God, creator of all, infinite universe, our souls gratefully gather to receive your guidance and your insight. With hearts wide open, we seek the cleanses of your minds and the illumination of our life's paths. May you graciously direct us toward our true purpose and destined journey, unveiling the abundant blessings that await us. Let your boundless wisdom and unconditional love infuse the readings, aligning us with the profound truth that shape our voyage. With gratitude for your presence and the blessings you bestow upon us, we affirm and declare, Ashe. Alright guys, so let's get my favorite deck. I love this deck so much. This is one of my favorites. It's the gratitude deck. You can't really see it, but it's one of my favorite decks. Comes in a cute little pouch. You know, I don't work for them. They're not sponsoring this video or anything. But I like to start my day off with gratitude. And I said I would start doing this. And if I do it for myself, then why not get on here and show you all? Alright, so let's get it. Spirit, show us what we need to see as far as gratitude. Show us what we need to see. Show us what we need to see today. Whether it be inspiration, guidance, or affirmation, show us what we need to see, Spirit. Alright, let's see. So today we have inspiration, affirmation. Now we got 3 inspirations. Okay, so we inspired today, Spirit. Let's go. The first card says, praise yourself for being able to praise, for waking up when you had every reason not to. Summons a dream you had that did not come to fruition. There's a new opportunity gained with each one we let go. Only with darkness can we find our light. When you gotta go through something to get the way you really want to go. Here's the affirmation. If you can fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Admire your own perseverance. As long as this exists, this sunshine and this cloudless sky, and as long as I can enjoy it, how can I be sad? Take a moment to step outside today. Breathe in the fresh air. Look around. What beauty surrounds you? By the open air, I swore out my list of pleasures. Spring of lilac, scent of pine, and sparrow bathing in the drainage ditch, their song. Today, try to notice small daily happiness in your own environment. What if these mundane events were sacred spells, calling out to their secrets to the universe? So there's a lot of inspiration here to keep going, to keep moving forward, you know, to enjoy what you have now, to praise yourself for how far you've come. I love that. I also have a next favorite deck. Yeah, I got several of them that I really, really love. Excuse me, y'all. Let me grab them. I love these two so much. I love these two. So we have the wild offerings, and then we have messages from the spirit guides. So we did our gratitude for today. Just want to be grateful. Grateful for being alive. Grateful for waking up. Grateful for the universe, for God, whatever you believe, for allowing us to start this day. Oftentimes, you know, people think that when you go to a doctor, they never get sick. People think that when you go to a chiropractor, his back never hurts. When you go to a dentist, he doesn't have dental problems. That's not true. And that's with tarot readers. That's with anybody that you have contact with. Everybody goes through. So it's just continuing on your own path and doing what you have been called to do. It's our season, Virgo. Let's see, Spirit. What messages do you have for us today? We got one, travel. Let every aspect of this trip unfold in harmony. May divine order arrange and handle every detail. I'll be guided easily and follow the leads as they are shown. Spirit guys, do we have any more messages? That's too many. Nothing fancy here, y'all. I have props and everything, fancy stuff. And that spirit just like, stop, just do it. Like, it's never gonna be a right time. They say if you build it, they'll come. If I'm for everybody, I'm for everybody. If y'all gonna watch, if y'all gonna love, if y'all gonna like, if y'all gonna subscribe, y'all gonna love me just the way I am, and here I am. So mistakes. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. Intention. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. I'll put these down here. I don't know if y'all can see them. My camera is not all that great, Lord. We're going to have to do better. Alright. So, I want to get a message from the spirit guides. This is another one of my, I love all my decks, but this one especially, I love this one. They do so many intuitive messages. I don't even know what I'm going to call this. Maybe progress. Progress. Let's see what we're going to call this one. Stepping into progress. Forward movement. So, no matter what mistakes you made, no matter how far you come, let your intentions align with what God have you to do. I watch a lot of tarot. I watched a lot of greats right here on YouTube. Gained a lot of inspiration. You know, everybody got their own style. Everybody got what God is calling them to do. And I'm just inspired by so many people that just step out there into their calling. Everybody's give us clear messages. Illuminate what we need to see. Penguin. The period of darkness that you're experiencing is now passing. I just said that. Thank you, Spirit. Name of this reading is Progress, Moving Forward. Stepping into progress, moving forward. It's time. Spirit guys, do you have any other messages for us? And I would enjoy doing this with y'all every morning. Rattlesnake. The experience that you're presently going through are an invitation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. Oh, wow. The experiences that you're presently going through are an invitation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. That's confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. And I'm going to read these two. Excuse me, guys. I have been racking my brain. I'm a Virgo, so I'm like, Lord, this not lining up, that's not lining up. I started this channel a couple years ago, didn't put much content out. Life just started lifing, and I came up with every excuse. I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it later. I'm going to do it then. I'm going to find time. But looking at these cards and picking up this energy, it's time to just thank God for what we have now. Knowing that if you can't fly, you can run. If you can't run, you can walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But it's progress. It's moving forward. We got to keep on moving forward. No matter what happens, you know, you got to keep on moving forward. So Penguin, it says, you've endured hardships in your life, sometimes gracefully, sometimes awkwardly. Yet they've taught you life lessons that have been invaluable in forming the person you are today. These experiences have influenced the kind of personality and character you possess. However, the path you've taken has ultimately been influenced by the choices you've made in response to those experiences. This is especially true with your most recent cycle, one that has presented many challenges that you dealt with successfully. That period of travail is passing, and whether or not you're aware of it, it has contributed significantly to your spiritual growth. Thank you, Spirit. Emerging from this period, you'll still be faced with a few challenges, but you'll readily face them with the courage and inner strength you've mustered during this period of struggle. You've discovered resources that you never knew you had, and these will serve you well for the rest of your life. Your faith is in life's unfoldment, and your greater awareness of your soul's destiny will help you deal with anything that comes your way with self-confidence, grace, and fluidity. Making conscious and deliberate choices now becomes top priority, as these have the potential to dramatically alter your life. Determination, focus, endurance, self-confidence, respect, gratefulness, agility, fluidity, adequate, clarity, awareness, willingness, sturdiness, and intention. And we had a card out here that said intention. Then the next card was the rattlesnake. Yeah, I be multitasking. Really be multitasking. The foundation for compassion is an awareness that suffering is a natural part of life. Whether through the empathic appreciation of another being's pain or the experience of having suffered oneself, and which beings haven't at times felt the pain of sorrow that is an aspect of living on this planet. The deeper you go into the soul of another, the more you can feel what they feel, yet maintain a certain distance or objectivity. A true healer must heal from the heart, no matter what technological, logistical, physical, or shamanic tools they use. The experience that you're going through now, or just have completed, are preparations for you to open your heart to the suffering around you and do your part in alleviating it. You'll find that you're increasingly being asked to offer your time and energy to help heal others, including not only people, but also animals, plant beings, tree people, and ultimately Earth Mother. Some of this healing power will also go to mend the rifts that exist between races, ethnicities, and other species. You'll notice this more and more, how often your hands will spontaneously feel energized. Experience it as a heat or tingling sensation. This is the power of spirit working through you. Allow it to guide you in whatever the focus of your healing is, whether simply placing a hand on the shoulder of a friend or more extensively, directly involving yourself in another being's help. Healing, affirmations, and associations. Healing, respect, transformation, resurrection, shedding, detachment, death, rebirth, renewal, transmutation, agility, wisdom, creativity, primal energy. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's get into the tarot. So now we know the suffering that we went through, it only endured for a night, but joy coming in the morning. You know, it may have been periods of darkness, maybe some times that You know, these experiences feel like they're so overwhelming, but you got to keep on pushing forward into your purpose. And I take this reading for myself as well. Like, not just for y'all, but for me too, because sometimes it's hard, you know, to find our way through that open door, that open window. You know, with so many critics around us, you can have people in the same household that don't want to see you make it, that plan and plot your downfall. They don't want to see you make it. They hope you fail, but you got to keep getting up. Whether you got to run, walk, crawl, you got to keep moving forward. Right? Got to keep moving forward. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep moving forward, whoa. You got to keep on moving forward, Ron. You can't stop. All right, baby. Spirit God, show us what we need to see. All right, we got the King of Swords, the mighty King of Swords out first. He hit the deck. Spirit God, what else do we have out here? Excuse me, I had a little sinuses. Okay, so now we got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. What we need to see. So we have the Page of Wands. We got a new beginning here. We got the Ace of Cups. We got the Empress out here. We got the Queen of Wands. But it didn't come all the way out. Let's go. We got the Eight of Wands. And we got the Wheel. Okay, okay. Spirit, straight on the bottom of the deck. So the first card that came out was the King of Swords. The King of Swords, he sits in his power. The Swords is the suit of the deck that talks about your thoughts. This is associated with Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. He's very disciplined, loyal, authority figure. The next card came out, and it's the only card that came out in reverse, was the Seven of Pentacles. So maybe because of all these things that are going on, there's a lack of long-term vision. But without work, there'll be no rewards. So you got to keep moving forward. That's why this card came out in the beginning. It says no matter what circumstances you may experience, you know, whether you got to walk, whether you got to crawl. I know y'all probably can't see that. I got to get a better camera, y'all. See, this is one of the things I was talking about. Whether you got to walk, you got to crawl, run, whatever you got to do to get here, it's coming. The next card came out was the Page of Wands. Now, the Page is a immature energy. It's like having fresh ideas, inspiration. So you may have I know for me, there are new endeavors that I want to seek, new things that I want to go towards. Next card was the Ace of Cups. Cups are water signs, so we got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and this is the beginning of love, compassion, creativity, maybe a new baby, a marriage, proposal. Then we had an Empress. Here she go. I love the Empress. She embodies all of the energy of all four queens. To me, she's like the magician of the queens because she was able to master all. So that she mastered the Queen of Wands. She mastered the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. And she sits here pregnant, with ideas, pregnant with ambition. She's sitting in her power. And if you notice, there's a Venus sign sitting here. So it's love surrounding her. I love the Empress. She's abundant. The next card we had come out was the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, she's courageous, she's confident, she's independent, she's focused. So universe is calling for us to get focused, Virgos. To have this determination, to have this joy. It's time to get focused. There's going to be some swift, rapid movement coming towards you. Whether this is a decision that needs to be made, whether someone's coming in, whether you just change your mind rapidly and change your life. There's going to be some rapid action, some movement. And if you allow spirit to work with you and you co-create with the universe, then you can manifest so quickly, because Virgo is our season. I love this card. This is the Wheel of Fortune and it's upright. This is the chance card for me. If it was in reverse, you would think things are going backwards. Things aren't going in your favor, but upright. And then being paired with this Eight of Wands, make swift changes to change your life. That's why I had to go ahead and just put a video out. I had been waiting and waiting and waiting, and God was just saying, get out there, get out there. I'm watching other tarot readers here on YouTube. I'm inspired by so many, and I know it's taboo to even mention other tarot readers. Thank you, Spirit, but I gained so much inspiration for them. I'm in their comments. I'm telling my story. I'm liking. I'm moderating. I just want to serve, in whatever form that comes in. So now here we have the Two of Wands. And if you notice, this man, he has the world in his hand. He's so confident and he's looking out. To me, this card means just, the world is in your hand. Make this decision. Follow that dream. Change that job. Leave that relationship. Stop dealing with those toxic situations. Make that decision. Make that choice. Let your intention be clear. Let the universe work with you. For me, it's hard because I always felt like I couldn't do this alone. And universe just had to yank that codependency away from me. And I fought like tooth and nail because I always thought I needed somebody. And here it's been since May. And nothing but the grace of God has kept me and my children with a roof over our head, with food in our mouth, with transportation, with lights on, just with clothes on our back, throughout the turmoil, throughout the transition of 3 family members back to back. God is still in control. The universe, they make that choice. So if God is calling you to do something, step into it, because guess what it's going to bring? It's going to bring the Ace of Wands. Fresh new beginnings, new projects, inspiration. You may feel like stuck, but that willpower and these new beginnings of growth and expansion is here. You just have to step into it, Virgo. Step into it. Take a chance on yourself. The wheel's here turning in your favor. And look, at the bottom of the deck, it's the Strength card. If you notice, this woman is so courageous. This is a lion, y'all. The lion. She putting her hand in the mouth of the lion. That's just letting me know no matter what has come up against you, you taming demons. You taming lions. That's powerful. So powerful. I love this astrology deck. Let me see what Spirit says. It's one of my new decks. And I've been having it out. Haven't really worked with these too much, but I want to see what Spirit telling us. Because these messages be timeless, y'all. Like, thank you, Spirit, for every reading that I do. I'm so amazed that Spirit is just so accurate. So accurate. We got 3 going out. We only need 1, Spirit. Give us one. Show us what we need to see. Give us one. Show us what we need to see, Spirit. Fixed. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are defined as having a fixed zodiac. These signs are stubborn and will not give up in a fight. Do not cross a fixed sign. They do not often forget something or someone who has done them wrong. They are dedicated and loyal to their loved ones and fiercely protective. They experience some of the deepest and most long-lasting relationships of all times. Fixed signs with strong presence are hard to forget. So this Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus, or Aquarius, all these are the signs. So Taurus being the sign of the earth signs, Leo, the fire, Scorpio, the water, and Aquarius, the air sign. The way I'm intuitively receiving this card, I'm not going to read it as a sign, but I'm going to read it as don't give up in the fight. Don't give up. Be like the Taurus, the Leo, the Scorpio, and Aquarius. Don't give up. You're hard to forget, Virgo. Don't give up. All right, Spirit, can we get some closing messages? Let's get some closing messages here. I'm always burning something, y'all. Got something burning on my pot here. Always got something burning. You ever just been like in life and not just know why you're doing what you're doing, or you just feel like you should be doing more? I feel like I should be doing more with my life, and wherever God's guiding me, that's where I want to go. Like, I'm tired of making poor choices and lacking accountability and going around in circles. Like, it's time to do something different. Well, like, it's time. God is calling in life for us to do something more with our life, you know, something that's long lasting, something that's going to give you endless possibilities that you can enjoy right now, you know. Pleasure in life. You know, I'm reminded of Jeremiah 29:11, and no, I'm not a Christian, but he said, God knows the plans, and I'm paraphrasing, that he have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you an expected end. The choices we make today is going to form our tomorrow. And I want to make better choices, y'all. I do. My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And I love that because paired with this intention card, it says intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is what God wishes for me to come true. It's a beautiful card. I don't know if y'all could see that. So, I just want y'all to be encouraged and to know that even through life's, you know, dilemmas, if we call them dilemmas, you know, setbacks, delays, you know, we're growing at the right pace. You know, we got to be confident and positive, resilient. You know, today is our day. You know, I can contribute goodness to the world no matter what I've been through. The scars didn't hurt me. They just reminded me of what I've been through. You heard me? Like, the wisdom that I gained through this journey. Like, one day I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk with y'all. And I'm going to let y'all know some of the things that I've been through that most people be locked up, like, in their mind, like, in a padded room. Like, can't move forward, stuck, can't go. Like, and God is just showing me through these readings, like, and keep on with confirmation that the wheel is still turning in my favor. That I'm embodying all these things that I've been through, coming out, showing up as this Empress energy that, thank you, Spirit, that I have the power to create everything that I want. And for so long, I gave that power to so many people. It's time out for that now, y'all. It's my season. It's y'all season, too. I choose love no matter what. That's the affirmation for today. I choose love no matter what. Love is the highest vibration. And I choose to love. Even if people cross me. Even if people do me dirty, I cut them off. They call me the cutoff queen. I'm surprised the Queen of Swords didn't show up, because the king came out, but the queen, she fierce. Like, she like, off with your head. That's me. You cross me, I'm done. Because I don't have time to go with the back and forth or the vindictiveness. I done that. And it didn't give me what I wanted. Like, it put me in crossfires. It set me back. So I've learned to detach myself from people and move forward. I choose love today. Then the next card, it says, the more energy and intention I bring to my fate, the more fearless and free I am. I'm free today, y'all. Y'all free too. So thank y'all for being here with me, with everything that I have going on, with overcoming and just showing up for y'all today. I've been doing this for a minute, like for the last 2 years. I've been going back and forth. Should I do it? Should I do it? It's time. God gave me the strength. Universe gave me the strength. Mother, Father, God gave me the strength to show up. And look at us showing up, y'all, in that hermit energy. Yeah, I be ducked off. I be so ducked out. People be like, dang, where Anna at? Ducked off. Bye. I ain't got time. I ain't gonna fight. I used to do that. It's elevation time. So it's isolation to elevation, like Kevin Gates stated. That's when I find my most solace, when I'm isolated, when I'm from around people, when it's just me and spirit communing, because it's time to celebrate. 3 of Cups. It's time to celebrate. So I'm going to end y'all with this. Let God lead you. Don't be so hard on yourself. Celebrate. Praise yourself for the small things that you do in life. And just know, if you wake up, today is your day. So I appreciate y'all time. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And accept me as I am. And allow me to see y'all as God allows me to show up. Y'all take care.